Then, as if the universe was mocking him, a letter arrived at the Sodder house months after the fire. The envelope was postmarked from a distant city, but there was no return address. Inside was a photograph, a blurry snapshot of a young man who appeared to be in his 20s. The man had dark hair and a strong jawline, much like George's missing son Maurice, who was just 14 years old at the time of the fire. The caption on the back read, "This is Morris Sodder. He is alive." The handwriting was crude, unsteady, as if written in a hurry. George and Jennie were stunned. Could this be real? Could one of their children actually be alive? It was a glimmer of hope in the darkest of circumstances, but it only raised more questions. If Morris was alive, where were the others? What had happened to them? And who had sent this photo? The letter didn't just shake George and Jennie's belief in the fire's conclusion. It sent them down a dark, winding path of suspicion and fear. Someone had taken their children, and that person, or persons, had been hiding in plain sight all along. The idea that the fire had been set on purpose, that it had been a cover-up, began to make more sense to them. Maybe their children had been kidnapped long before the fire ever started. Maybe they had been taken as part of something far more sinister than a mere tragedy. Theories began to swirl. Could it have been someone with a grudge against George? Someone with a vendetta who had known just how to strike? Or was it someone from outside the area? People who had planned the kidnapping meticulously? And why had they taken the children? Was there a deeper motive? The mystery deepened with each passing year. George and Jennie, unable to let go, continued their search for the truth. They followed up on every lead, but the trail was always cold. The authorities, meanwhile, had all but given up. The case remained closed, but the Sodders refused to stop. But no matter how much they searched, no matter how many people they spoke to, they never found their children. No one was ever arrested, no one ever confessed, and the answers remained as elusive as the smoke that had once filled their home, a haunting mystery that would never be solved. To this day, the fate of the 5 Sodder children remains one of America's most chilling and unexplained disappearances.